Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of SK2K. And today, behind that door, we have our new project. Let's take a look. So this beautiful car here, we got a 2014 BMW 328i with xDrive. It's the F30 series sedan, left-hand drive. The engine is the N20, pushing about 245 horsepower with the turbo. Super clean car. I picked it up, not at auction, just a local sale. I got a really good deal on it. Very excited to kind of check out and check the codes and see what it needs. Have her inside. It's freezing outside, so I got the heater on full blast to thaw this guy out. What's crazy about this car is it's only at 92,000 kilometers. It's a really clean car. The oil change has been done. It got some service history on it, and I can't say nothing bad about the car, honestly. We'll just get to scanning it and see what the codes show us. Might prove otherwise. Bit of bumper damage here, the snowbank, fog light, and then under here, lots of ice build up. Front lip looks a little busted. We'll have to look at replacing that. Let's take a look under the hood. So, pop the hood on these ones, you gotta pull them twice. Now, when I was checking out the car before I purchased it, I did notice some oil. Put on the filter housing here. I'm thinking that that's leaking. It's not leaking down anywhere else that I can see, but it definitely has the telltale signs. Kind of see a little bit of oil in there. That's my main concern. It's not a huge job, just kind of annoying to do. My other 335 had the same issue, it leaked there as well. Let's see a little bit here, just kind of gunky. It hasn't dripped down yet, so that's a good sign. But you can see if it does, you got your alternator there, your belts and pulleys are all here, so you definitely don't want that oil seeping on there. See all that ice build up. I'm just going to go ahead and let this sit for a couple hours, thaw out, and then we'll return and kind of do a quick little diagnostic of it, scan the car, see what it needs, and we'll update you from there. In the meantime, I guess I'll go ahead and start cleaning up this interior a little bit. This guy smoked in it, so I got one of those McGuire bombs coming after I'm done cleaning, vacuuming, all that stuff. Well, spent a lot of time cleaning this guy up. You can see how dirty the water is. Nasty stuff. Dirty. It's real. Here's a few after shots. Spent some time with the carpet cleaner in there. Pulled out all that gunk. They're definitely a good tool to have. Do another walk around here to show you a couple things. Windshield is cracked, so that'll have to be replaced. The tires are decent, so those won't have to be swapped out. So that's a big $1,000 plus savings there. Go around the trunk. Little cup cover, I guess. Tools. What is this thing? Can't say I've ever seen this before. Pull this off, see what we got for battery. It's been replaced at some point. It's frozen how cold it is. Yeah, we'll let this thing thaw for a bit before we start dinking around. So I open up this guy and it's pretty interesting. It's a little oil kit. It's pretty sweet. Never seen that before. Since I have everything open, I'm just gonna go ahead and hook up the trickle charger. The charging posts on this guy are on the left side. Unlike the X5M is on the opposite end, my 335 as well is on this side. Let that sit. Just to show you too what I mean, it was frozen. Gee, it's frozen. Chunks of ice jammed in there. Just looking at the rears, they look like they can need a full fresh brake job back there. Rotors and pads, since this is going to my stepson. Probably a good idea to have some good brake power. can see those motors are pretty scarred. Big pads. Can't really see them in the video here, but they are basically right down. So we'll do the whole brake job. Take a look at that front lip again. Definitely broken off. And I think you're gonna just want that part. So you don't want air just coming under here. And, so that's something that I order. Add that to the list. Might also see the fog light. It's somewhere in there. There it is. That's not a fog light. It is there, so might be unclipping this whole front bumper to get access to all this here. And that kind of, not really marker light, just a reflector. And I found it right here. So that looks like it's just glued in from the inside. So we'll go ahead and, when we had the bumper off, fire that back on. Well, you know what? I think it's time we go ahead and just give this guy a little scan and see what kind of codes are there. And then we can kind of build a plan on what to do from there. Make a parts list and start getting to it. So I think for the first scan, I'll probably use the blue driver. And then, I don't know, the battery does look like it's newer. Might re-register it if I have to, but we'll see what kind of codes come up first, because that'll tell us if there's any issues. That's what this kind of looks like. This goes into your OBD, which on this car is really right underneath, right along the edge. There it is there, tucked in on the side. But truthfully, overall, it doesn't seem too bad. Waiting for that scan to finish, and then we'll go ahead and kind of diagnose everything. I'll do a parts order after I do that. I'll put that in the video, and we'll kind of carry on from there.
All right, scan's done. Here's the results. The main takeaway from this is the thermostat is stuck open. So went ahead and ordered the thermostat as well. Since we're gonna be doing that, I got the water pump, since they're usually connected, and they say to do them together. As you can see, everything, lots of history codes, a lot of active ones that are there are all just from the battery. The battery did die a bunch of times, and I was charging it, so those should all be gone after the battery comes back to full charge with that trickle charger on it. And then worst case, I have to buy a new battery. Here's the list of parts I ordered. Some of the stuff you see will be for my 070 wiper blades, lights for the X5. Here you see the 328 stuff, the water pump, thermostat, there's the cabin filter, got a couple wiper blades, the rear brakes, and then finally the oil housing gaskets, just in case those need to be replaced. We have them.
But yeah, I think we'll leave it off there. We'll get this to work next week when the parts arrive. Probably do the rear brakes first and finish a little bit more of the inspections. But thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you next time.